Good morning and welcome to Sunday Morning Beers.
Morning, Dad.
Good to be back after a 1 week hiatus, gone last week for hunting season. Very successful hunting season, had a good time. You know, the debate about hunting season, is it a quest for deer or an excuse to drink beer? Either way it's good for me. You know, a lot of people, I think it's getting away. You know, there's nothing like being out in the woods like that. You know, it's the cabin that we have is just, it's awesome. You know, it's wonderful. It's in a great spot. It's good to be out in the woods. It's good to be doing some work when you're doing some work. And the hunting is fun too. And I love to eat venison. I love to eat venison, so if I get a deer like I did, I'm happy. So it was perfect. It was a perfect situation. The weather was certainly really weird. If it's, you know, I don't know how it was, because we do have people that watch the show all over the place. But anybody that was in this, I think it was pretty much anywhere in Michigan. It was crazy weather last weekend. There was tornadoes even touched down up in northern Michigan.
Yeah.
But the heavy rain, the wind, all of that, we had that up at the cabin as well. So
it was our precursor to winter.
Really not the ideal hunting weather.
Which we
so
got
it was
right in
surprising that I got that. And then you look at, how was it yesterday? Super windy, you know, gale force winds. And just
a little bit of flurries here and there.
Bitter cold going out walking around at dinner last night.
Oh my gosh!
Which we'll talk about that in a little bit. Let's start with the beer, which we had some problems with the first episode. So we already drank this. We already drank this, but we'll pretend like we didn't drink it yet. We'll pretend like we didn't drink it. We couldn't. You know, it's a 12-ounce bottle, and we couldn't even get it all in this big glass because it was so frothy. It's a shame that you missed this. It had big ice cream head on there, just super.
You just poured that and look at the head on there.
super carbonated. We are finally now here coming up on Thanksgiving. So you're talking about the fourth week of November, drinking beers that we bought at Great Taste of the Midwest in Madison, Wisconsin, in the middle of August. That's how blessed we are with our beer selection, that we're finally getting these beers that we bought 3 months ago. But we were really excited about this beer. We were excited about this beer for two reasons. One, the name, Booyah. Booyah. Who would be excited about? Anybody who watches Sports Center is laughing along with me. They're like, Booyah! Booyah. If you watch Sports Center, which, you know what, I work in a bar, in a restaurant, I watch Sports Center 12 times a day, every day a week, you know. Which there's some people that probably don't even work in a bar that watch Sports Center 12 times a day, you know. So you know about Booyah, okay? It's from Milwaukee Brewing Company. Obviously in Milwaukee, and it's a farmhouse ale. That's the other thing that attracts us, because we love farmhouse ales, we love that style. Now, Milwaukee Brewing Company was originally called Milwaukee Ale House. I did not know Milwaukee Brewing Company. I remember Milwaukee Ale House. It was a brew pub in Milwaukee. It opened in 1997, I believe, 1997, downtown Milwaukee. And then in 2007, they made a smart move. Because brew pubs are not the way to go anymore. Microbreweries are the way to go. They went to a 50-barrel production facility elsewhere in Milwaukee in 2007, and now they started bottling and packaging their beers. And this is one of their, I believe this is a year-round offering.
Okay.
Booyah. They have they have quite a bit of beers that they produce. This is one of the year-round offerings. So the way they describe this, 6.5%, 20 IBUs of Columbus and Saws, are the hops. The malt in this, rye, oats, wheat, and barley. So, interesting combination. A Saison yeast, which is a French farmhouse-style yeast, that they describe as having flavors of tangerine, peach, and licorice. Interesting combination. Now, the other thing that I thought was interesting is what they talk about the Booyah, and they talk about the how they really try to tie in local and Wisconsin things. You know, they buy all local malts and they try to be sustainable, brewing and all that. The Booyah, they say, is a Wisconsin thing. It is a kettle over a fire, a wood fire, that you make a stew over.
Okay.
That's Booyah. Okay. So they make no reference to the Sports Center thing. So who knows? Maybe Stuart Scott from Sports Center, maybe he's from Wisconsin and he knows about Booyah.
Isn't that something that the Marines say? Booyah.
No, that's hoorah.
Oh, okay.
Hoorah. That's the Army too. Okay, so
All
let's check it out.
I did.
So it was very effervescent. Yes, we have to take it up, but we're gonna do it again, just for your sake. Very effervescent. Lots of bubbles in there. You probably can't see that on there. Still really bubbling up, even though this has been sitting open.
Mm-hmm.
The aroma.
I gotta shut off this toy. Sorry.
The cats left.
They left.
We
They left
were,
us with a toy on.
We got this toy for the cats. You've probably seen it on the television. It's one of those commercials where if you act now, you can get a second one for free. It's called the Cat's Meow.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, most of the time you look at that stuff on the TV and you think, crap,
Yeah.
crap. Well, I'm gonna tell you what. You see that Cat's Meow thing? Next time you see that Cat's Meow commercial, if you got cats, buy it. Because we got this Cat's Meow thing, and our cats love it.
For the last 3 days. They wore the batteries out the first 2 days.
They adore it. They look at us, like if we shut it off, they look at us and they say, please turn the toy back on. They love it. And if the toy is not on, they're sleeping because they're wore out.
Yeah.
It's great.
I wake
It's
up
great.
in the morning, you get up and you
Not
make
to
a cup of
endorse it,
coffee and
Not
they're...
to endorse an infomercial
No.
television as seen on TV commercial, but the cats will love it.
It's made our life so much happier.
Yep. Yep. But anyways, so what were we talking about now? The beer?
Yeah.
The beer, it really doesn't have a lot of aroma to it. It's so dry. It's kind of fruity, you know. Now, say they describe that tangerine peach licorice from the yeast. I could maybe see peach in the aroma. You get peach in there?
I got citrus.
Extremely dry. I like that, you know, the saison style. I like that. I think that it should be dry because it makes it more refreshing. I think that's perfect for a saison style being kind of dry. And dry and fruity, I think, is refreshing summer style. It's there is some fruitiness in there, some hop spiciness.
Yeah.
It's Columbus and Saws. It's refreshing. More, you know, but it's, and I guess I do get some of the peach in there. But it's just so, I think it's what it is it's so well attenuated, it just, that's where the dryness comes from, is it just really fermented out well, and of course the effervescence in there helps with the dryness of there.
Sure.
It's a refreshing, tasty beer. I highly recommend it. Booyah if you get to Wisconsin. I don't know that they distribute outside of Wisconsin, doubtful.
Yeah.
Doubtful that they do. So look for that. Tasty stuff. So what we were talking about, what our plan to talk about was what happened last night. Where we went to last night. We went out, and you know, it's always, you know, downriver. I don't mean to be disparaging of downriver area where we live at, where 4th Street Brewery is at, but there isn't much to do. You know, I have no idea what people did before 4th Street Brewery opened, because there was no place to go, nothing to do, no place to drink beer, no place to eat food.
There's no...
Thank God for 4th Street Brewery.
Yeah, so
that's
there's no, like...
That's all the people of Downriver can say is thank God for 4th Street Brewery. So imagine living in this huge area that there's only one place to go to.
Yeah.
You know, so it's tough for us. You know, of course, and we can't go there because I work there.
Yeah.
You know, so we got I'm there 80 hours a week. I got to get away on my day off. So we went to the Promised Land. We went to Oakland County, and we went to Ferndale Royal Oak area. And every place there, packed last night. Line out the door, even though it was -5 with the wind chill.
Yeah.
Lines out the door, every place.
And we were
Which of course, you know,
trying to find a place
we were like, well, no, can't stand outside in this cold, because you can't drink outside.
No.
Can't drink outside because they don't have license to serve beer outside, and so you're standing outside in the freezing cold. Can't do it. So we went to 5 places before we found a place that had a minimum hour wait. And actually, we were quite lucky, and got a seat at the bar, and actually got a table within a half hour. So, pretty lucky. But thinking about all of that stuff, you know, is the fact that it was busy. All the things that people that come to 4th Street Brewery would hate, you know, is having to wait for a table.
It's cold.
It was cold. The place that we went to was cold inside.
Yeah.
So I had my winter parka on the entire time of eating my meal.
Well, not the entire time, but quite a lot.
Quite a bit of the time. The god awful loud dance club music that people would be twerking over, if there was room to twerk in there, because there wasn't room to twerk because it was elbow to elbow people, And not only that, there's no, you wouldn't work in there because you just go there to eat.
Yeah.
You know, so that was weird. And then the burnt food.
Yeah.
The burnt food, which was funny because it wasn't just that they just burnt my food. They actually put on the menu, the food is burnt.
Yeah,
The
it's
food is
normal.
burnt. Yeah.
That's the way it's supposed
Yeah,
to be.
it actually says that on the menu, the food is burnt. And it's just amazing, this
Yeah.
location. Because, you know, like we talk about Three Floyds Brewing Company all the time, how we're very envious of Three Floyds Brewing. How you could open a place in the middle of nowhere, have heavily tattooed dudes, all dudes, and heavily tattooed dudes as your servers, and then blast, not just play, blast death metal music in the background. It's amazing.
Yeah.
You know, very envious of being in the right location.
Yeah.
For sure.
So, we're gonna have to wrap this up.
Are we getting low? Are we getting too close on time already?
Doug, yeah, we are like done with time.
Okay, it's Thanksgiving. Busiest bar night of the year. Busiest bar night of the year is on Wednesday. You have to go out. If you don't go out, and a lot of people don't know this, if you don't go out on Wednesday, there's actually police that patrol, and they go door to door and they knock and they tell you to get out and go out. So that's why it's the busiest bar night of the year, is people tell you that. And then I think you're also obligated to go shopping on Thursday and Friday as well, after you eat dinner on Thursday. It used to be that you had to go shopping on Friday. Now you're obligated to hurry up and eat dinner and go shopping after you eat dinner. That's because now it's Black Thursday.
Yeah,
So,
whatever.
so what you have to do is you have to go out on Wednesday, and you definitely want to come to 4th Street Brewery. Definitely want to come to 4th Street Brewery, and we don't have, generally don't burn our food, and there's probably
Growlers to take home.
growlers to take home. There might be a line out the door, but it won't be as long as it is in some places. So come on in and check it out and eat turkey and do your shopping. It's your duty as an American.
That's right.
You have to do it.
That's right.
So that's what's going on for you. That's what's going on for us. We will see you at the brewery, and we'll see you.
Whenever.
You'll be eating turkey.
Okay.
You'll be eating turkey.
See
Cheers,
ya.
everyone.
Cheers.
Have a great week. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.